AIM Fitness Online, and I want to welcome you to my channel. So if you are a new subscriber, welcome. This channel is really geared for adults 50 plus who are looking to make important changes to their health and who want to experience more physical freedom so they can do what they want, and also those of you who are interested in making lasting changes. So I am the CEO and founder of AIM Fitness, and I started this company 7 years ago because I knew that I needed to reach more people who were struggling in their health and who wanted to live in their own homes as long as possible. So it's been a fun journey, and I am really excited to talk to you about this subject today because it comes up quite often as I work with clients, whether they're online or in person. So I'm going to be talking to you about the 4 reasons why you cannot quit your exercise routine just because you have a medical setback. So I'm going to be sharing those 4 things for you. And if you are watching this video live, I would love to know. So leave me a thumbs up. It helps my channel. Also leave a comment. Let me know where you're watching from today. And I'm really excited to dive in. So number one, and before we get into number one, I'm just going to set the context because I think there's many people who, maybe you've been exercising or maybe you've been wanting to get into better health and then something happens. So maybe for you, it's, you have some problems with your knees. Maybe you have a hip issue. Maybe you're experiencing sciatica, or maybe you have a heart condition that's getting worse. So whatever it is, often we are tempted to completely stop our fitness routine, put things on hold until things get cleared up. But this can be really damaging to yourself in many ways. Number one, it can be mentally discouraging. So what happens is when we are focused on the problem, so when we're focused on maybe your sore hip or your sore shoulder, what happens is we focus on something that we can't control. So maybe there are some things that you can do, but maybe it's arthritis and maybe you're experiencing pain in your shoulder. You've had that for a really long time. So instead, what I encourage you to do is to think about what you can control versus what's out of your control. So what you can control is keep exercising, and maybe that looks like adapting your workouts, not doing it quite as intensely as you once did, and maybe making some adaptations. So number two, it is harder to restart your program versus continuing. And if you are like many, many people out there, there's probably been many times you said, okay, I'm going to start my program. I'm going to get back into shape. It's New Year's. I'm going to do something good for my health. It's January. And what happens is we often fall off the radar. We give up. We say, oh, that was too hard. And then have you ever experienced trying to get back into that routine once you've stopped? It is so hard. It's a lot harder. So if you have had a medical setback, I encourage you, instead of stopping completely, I encourage you to keep going because it does take time to build that habit. And once you stop, it's going to be double as hard to get back into that fitness routine. Reason number 3 to keep exercising even though you've had a setback is often we think about our body as being one full piece, one full body. But we don't realize that if you're having pain in your shoulder, maybe you have arthritis there, maybe you have a bad knee, sometimes we forget that we have the rest of our body that we can still move safely. So I have a client who's had really a lot of hip pain, and her doctor said, you really need to rest. You need to stop going for your daily walks, and you really need to rest your hip. And when she told me this, I said, okay, that's good advice. However, did your doctor talk to you about moving your upper body and continue to do stretches, continue to lift weights, because you have your upper body that you don't want to lose the strength that you have built? She said, oh no, my doctor didn't mention that. So I want to share that message with you if you do have, an ankle, a hip, a knee, a neck that is, you need to take some time off exercising. Don't neglect the rest of your body, but focus on those other parts that can still be strengthened because just remember, fitness is not a temporary fix. We are doing this as a lifestyle so that you can ensure that the next two. Our last tip is number 4 is, and I kind of touched on this already, but often we rely on our doctor's opinions and we neglect our own intuition or our own knowledge. And I just want to remind you and empower you with the message that you are the expert of your own body. And as much as we rely on doctors, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but your doctor does not know if this movement hurts or that movement hurts. Only you can know that. And also, doctors are not trained in physical activity or nutrition. So I do highly encourage you to get the second opinion of someone who is trained to be able to help you, whether that's to get you started in a fitness program or it's more of a rehab program. So just remember that you are the one who knows what hurts and what doesn't. So do treat your body respectfully and also know that it's so important to be stretching and exercising and moving every single day. All right, so those are my 4 tips for you. I hope you feel encouraged and just know that if there are any changes to your body, that's okay. That's going to happen, but also know that you don't need to stop your fitness routine fully. So thanks for watching today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know if you've had to maybe stop a fitness routine for a short time and then restart, and tell me how that transition was, because it's hard. It's not that easy. And that's why I do recommend really continuing, because it's so much easier when we start a habit and we continue a habit to keep going. All right, so if you're watching today and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I have lots of great videos coming up for you, and I'm going to make sure you stay active as you age. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.